What if aliens watched our wars and quit in fear? Picture elite space cadets shaken by Earth's unbreakable spirit. Join this cosmic tale of awe and dread. The Nebula Command Institute on Starforge Alpha stood as a beacon of galactic warfare training, its crystal towers glowing across star systems. It forged the finest strategists, unlike those backward worlds still stuck on basic rockets. Cadet Zero Voss tugged at her tunic, her 3 fingers wrestling with tricky energy seals. Her lavender skin flushed at the neck, a sign of nerves. "Stop fidgeting. You're like a worm in a storm," muttered Celine, her roommate and fellow second year. His squid-like form shimmered with orange annoyance, though no one dared mention earthly comparisons. "You've passed Instructor Vex's course," Zira grumbled. "I heard she made a cadet breathe vacuum mist for messing up Orion's swarm tactics." Celine's eye stalk twitched with amusement. "Just a quick whiff, not true." The classroom door slid open with sharp hiss, and 28 students snapped upright. Instructor Vexa marched in, her 8-foot frame radiating menace. Her polished armor gleamed, and the blades on her arms, earned in the uprising where she crushed a fleet with just them in raw fury, caught the light. "Beings," she said, voice like rocks grinding, "welcome to Strategic Review of Inferior Races. Yes, this course has the highest failure rate. I'm proud of that." She activated a hologram, showing a blue-green planet spinning slowly. New study. World code Terra, race humans. Tech, basic. Threat, low. Her jaws snapped, maybe in humor. They haven't even settled their own moon permanently, despite landing ages ago. Zira raised a cautious finger. Vex's sharp eyes pinned her. "Question, Voss? Or are you just practicing for dropout?" Snickers rippled. "If they're so primitive, why study them?" Vexa leaned closer. "Good question. You might last a week." The Stellar Assembly caught their signals and war footage. It's worth a closer look. She zoomed the hologram to Earth's regions. Sometimes, the deadliest don't have the best weapons or tech. They're the ones with nothing to lose and everything to prove. We prepare for all dangers, even unlikely ones. Her tone made Zira's spine tingle. This was supposed to be an easy class on backward species. Why did Vexa sound impressed? "Now!" Vexa's voice grew eager, scarier still. "Human basics. No natural armor, no extra limbs, no backup organs. Weak, honestly." Zira settled in, dreading the workload. If Vexa found humans interesting, they weren't as simple as they seemed. "Your task," Vexa said at session's end, "analyze 12 hours of human combat footage. Break down tactics, weaknesses, and mindsets. Best analysis skips the Venom Cloud test." Excitement stirred. No one wanted the Venom drill. 2 students melted last year. "Out!" Vexa barked, and 28 aliens scattered. In the hall, Zira sighed. 12 hours of apes throwing rocks. "Kill me." "Could be worse," Celine said wisely. "Remember the Vortac biology test?" Zira shuddered. "Fair. Teaming up for the Terra Project?" A musical voice approached. Lyra Spark, a glowing crystal being, scattered light in dazzling patterns. Her radiant kind had sharp minds and soothing tones. Behind her loomed Drac, a hulking saurian whose scales barely fit the halls. Steam puffed from his nostrils as he laughed. "Primitive humans? This insults our brains." Drac boomed. "My ancestors could eat their villages for lunch." "That's why we team up," Lyra sang. "Vex's assignments are never easy. Humans hide something." Zira nodded warily. "Data vault after dinner." 2 hours later, the 4 gathered in the Institute's vast archive. Quantum servers hummed with combat knowledge from countless worlds. Their private nook blocked out other students. "Pull up Terra's war records." "Visuals," Zira ordered. The hologram lit up with a timeline of human conflicts. "By the stars!" Drac gasped. "Dozens of wars on one planet. Error." Celine checked. "No error. They've been killing each other since sharpening sticks." Lyra's glow dimmed. "That's worrying or sad." "Look at this global conflict too," Zira said. "Fighting in mud pits with gas-powered weapons, no laser guides." The hologram showed grainy footage. Soldiers in soggy trenches, charging into gunfire. No sealed suits. Drax snorted, steaming. No armor, no backups. None, Celine confirmed. One brain, no spare organs, soft skin. Amazing they reached space at all. Zero relaxed. Easier than I thought. These walkers are a joke. No void energy tech. Yet Vexa wants a threat analysis. She waved. Show their best weapons. The hologram shifted to fusion bombs. Drac laughed, triggering the cooling system. Atomic toys? We outgrew those before planetary unity. Let's finish fast, Zira said. I'll draft a risk report. Celine, log their tools. Drac, physical limits. Lyra, their minds. Simplest task yet, Drac declared. Watch clumsy apes with old tech. Call them harmless. Skip the venom test. Lyra's light flickered. I doubt it. Vex is tricky. Relax. Zira started the first clip. What threat are furless creatures burning old fuel? The screen showed Siege of Frost City, 1942 to 43. And the Force settled in for what they thought would be boring. 1 hour in, their jokes faded to silence. They watched humans fight house to house in freezing cold that jammed their crude guns. They keep going, Drax said quietly. That cold would freeze my kind, but they fight on. Zira tensed. Computer, losses for the siege. Computer voice, about 1.8 million dead, soldiers and civilians. 1.8 million? Celine's limbs curled. More than my entire world. In one fight, Lyra added. For the whole war, 75 to 90 million gone. The four stared, stunned. Impossible, Zira said. They couldn't survive that. Computer voice. Pre-war population, 2.4 billion. Losses, 3 to 4% of their world. Drax scales paled. They kept fighting. The hologram moved to other wars. Frozen Frontier, Jungle Strife, Desert Clashes. Weapons improved, but the ferocity stayed. Jungle Fighters, Lyra noted, voice shaky. Swamps full of bugs, diseases, predators. That fire weapon sticks and burns skin. Why not surrender? Celine wondered. Their survival odds make no sense. They saw a wounded soldier shoot while dragging a friend to safety. Our tactics say retreat to save strength, Zira said, confused. This is wrong. The hologram shifted to Sand Tempest. Green-lit explosions on city targets. They hit only military spots, Drax said, trying to spare civilians. That's new, Zira argued. Earlier wars were brutal. Why change? They're learning, Lyra said softly. Their morals evolve with their tactics. Show recent wars, Celine requested. The hologram displayed elite raids, city battles, rebel hunts. They check every room, Drax said, confirming enemies, risking themselves, 22% less chance to live. Why risk for non-fighters? Zira asked. It's not logical. Silence as a soldier dove on an explosive to save his team. He chose to die for them, Celine whispered. Only for family in most species. We need more, Lyra said, her glow steady. We're missing something big. Zira nodded, uneasy. Computer, show their training. How do they make soldiers like this? As elite training clips played, the group exchanged worried looks. Their early mockery now felt foolish. This wasn't about old tech. It was something deeper. Vexa knew, Zira whispered. No one disagreed. Define asymmetric combat, Zira asked tightly. Computer voice. Small groups using surprise, sabotage, quick strikes, and speed against bigger forces. Celine's limbs twitched. They fight stronger enemies? That's suicide. Yet the hologram showed tunnel ambushes on better armed troops. It works, Drac admitted. Lyra said, old weapons beat empires. This breaks all our rules, Zira said, tense. Weak forces should give up to save lives. More examples, Drac ordered. For an hour, they watched rebels against empires, holdouts against invaders, resistors in occupied lands. They never stop, Celine whispered. Even when cities fall, when winning's impossible, they fight. Passive flames, Lyra requested from the records. The hologram reenacted a few warriors holding a narrow pass against thousands. Hundreds face a horde, knowing they die, Zero read. Why? Drac demanded, steam rising. Time, Lyra said softly. They died to give their people a chance. More examples followed. Frontier forts, city revolts, last warriors. Galactic records on last stands? Zira asked, dreading the answer. Computer voice, 14 total across history. For humans, 3,212 confirmed cases. Selene paled. That's insane. Show missions where they choose death, Drax said quietly. The hologram showed pilots crashing into targets, soldiers on hopeless tasks. They don't choose death, Lyra corrected. They choose purpose. Look at their faces. A clip of an urban ambush. Outnumbered fighters holding through the night. No command would allow this, Zira said. Too risky. No Saurian would join, Drac added. Survival instinct stops us. What's their creed? Selene asked. Computer voice. Never leave a man behind. Honor over life. Give all for friends. Silence fell. Our tactics are logical, save forces, Zira said. Humans don't think like that. Terrifying, Drac agreed. A foe who doesn't fear death. How do you win? Frost City training level? Lyra asked. Computer voice. 30% had full training. Rest were civilians with weeks of prep. Not even their best, Zira said, horrified. Their whole kind fights like this. Showed their elite training, Selene suggested, trembling. The hologram lit with elite aquatic assault prep, endurance phase. The room chilled as they watched humans endure brutal trials. What's this? Zira whispered. Selene, their top unit selection. Test mental strength. The screen showed mud-covered humans carrying heavy beams under shouting instructors, shivering in icy waves, pushing past exhaustion. Temperature? Drac asked. Computer voice. Air 6 degrees Celsius. Water 14 degrees Celsius. Sleep. For hours over 5 days. No one can function like that, Drac said. They suffer but stay. Lyra noted, her glow dim. It's their choice. Some rang a bell to quit. Those who stayed had fierce, unreadable eyes. Completion rate? Zira asked. Computer voice. 20 to 35%. Most fail, Selene said. Yet they volunteer. More clips. Mountain treks. Desert survival. Bloody combat drills. They break themselves to rebuild stronger, Drax said. Show their elite mindsets, Lyra requested. Data poured in. Profiles. Combat stats. This can't be right, Zira said. They fight through wounds, hunger, trauma, beyond our limits. A clip showed a soldier patching his own wound while leading. Then capture training, mock torture, resisting interrogation. They prepare for pain, Lyra whispered. Expect to resist, even if it kills them. Our rule, share info to survive, Drax said. Computer voice. Humans resist always, aim to escape. That's suicide, Zira stammered. Clips showed prisoners signaling secretly under torture. Lyra's glow flashed red. I can't watch, she said, her voice breaking. This isn't tactics, it's madness. She stood, her crystal form sparking distress. They embrace pain, seek it to grow stronger. I joined to protect our stars, but against this, we're helpless. Tears of light fell as she left. The three stayed, clips playing. They understood her exit. Show their elite in action, Selene said softly. Zira nodded, fearing what came next about human warfare's heart. Morning light hit the spires as the trio left the archive, eyes weary. Rest before the report, Selene suggested, limp. Can't sleep, Zira admitted. Nor I, Drax said. Let's finish. In a quiet hall nook, Zira opened a blank report. What do we tell Vexa? Selene hesitated. Leave some out. Why? Drac asked. If we say humans are the toughest warriors, the Academy might contact them. Lie. Zira tensed. Not lie, Selene said. Focus on their weak tech. Downplay their minds. Make them seem unimportant. Protect them or us? Drac asked. They're beyond soldiers, Selene said. Zira stared at the form. Vexa knows. A weak report fails us. Or expels us, Drac said. Silence. Tell the truth. Zira decided. It's not our burden. My honor won't bend, Drac agreed. Selene nodded. They'll think we're crazy. Let them, Zira typed. For 3 hours, they wrote a chilling report. Human war scales, toughness, sacrifice, fast adaptation. Threat level? Drac asked. We must, Zira said. How do you rate a kind that prefers death to surrender? Selene asked. Zira wrote. Only tech limits their danger to the galaxy. Their minds outmatch all. No one will believe us, Selene said. We have proof, Zira finalized. Presentation soon, Drac said. Expect doubt. Zira nodded. Let them laugh. Someone must take humans seriously. The lecture hall buzzed with chatter as students swapped gossip. The trio stood by the stage, tense. Where's Lyra? A feline student asked. Unwell, Zira said. Vexa entered, silencing the room. Presentations began. Voss, Selene, Drac, humans. Amid snickers, they stepped up. Primitive rock throwers, someone mocked. Zira took a breath. Our analysis. If humans gain star travel, they're the greatest threat to the stellar union. Laughter erupted. Vexa's jaws twitched. Bold, Voss. Show proof. We have it, Drac said. This shook us. More laughs. Computer, play main clips, Selene said. The hologram showed beach assaults into gunfire, urban fights against traps, wounded soldiers pressing on. Laughter died. Silence took over. Humans show unmatched mental strength, Zira said. They fight when logic says run. Drac showed elite training. Their best endure torture by choice to become deadlier. This is fake, a winged student cried. Verified, Selene said. The computer confirmed. Zira continued. 6 traits make them lethal. 1. They endure pain beyond most. 2. They adapt to stress fast. 3. They die for ideals like freedom. 4. They hit back harder when attacked. 5. They fight fiercest for friends. 6. They invent new tactics quickly. Drac ended. They don't fight like us. They ignore bad odds and never give up. The hall was silent. Faces showed shock. They're primitive, a student said. No real space tech. True, Zira said. But imagine their mindset with our weapons. A shiver ran through the crowd. Vexa stood. Computer, show file ZRT-9B. A hologram displayed a stellar union order, terror containment. This, Vexa said, is why we watch Earth, why we block their signals and probes. She showed a secret council clip. Humans grow bolder after building atomic weapons. They accept their own losses. They'd attack a stronger foe before bowing. She faced the class. This wasn't just a project. It's the galaxy's biggest secret. Earth is locked away forever. By morning, 14 students, half the class, had quit, claiming career doubts. All knew why. They'd seen something that changed their view of war and their place in stars. Zira sat alone in the star-viewing dome. Thinking of the blue world kept hidden. Vex approached quietly. You didn't quit, she said. No, Zira replied. Why? If humans break free, we need those who understand them. Vexa nodded. Fewer quit than last year. Zira blinked. Every year. This class finds who can face human truth, Vexa said, gazing at the stars. We've locked Earth for 250 cycles. They fought huge wars, built atomics, tweaked genes, made thinking machines, probed their system. Their speed scares us. How long can we hold them? Zira asked. The Council's fear. Their world's resources will run out. They'll expand. Then what? We need you, Vexa said. People think we'd civilize primitives. With humans, we fear they'd change us. She stood tall. Imagine their spirit with our tech, their elites with our weapons, their leaders with our fleets. Zira shivered. Unstoppable. Worse, If they learn we've caged them, they won't talk. They'll fight the whole galaxy, no matter the odds. Could they win? Vexa's silence answered. She left Zero with the stars, where humans evolved, unaware of a galaxy watching in fear and wonder. Zero bet on their spirit over any tech. For the first time, the stars scared him. That's the tale of humans as the galaxy's hidden terror. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. What human trait would scare aliens most? Keep wondering till next time.